Have you ever stood next to something so powerful it makes you feel wonderfully small? That's Niagara Falls, a place that takes our breath away. Not just a waterfall, a force of nature that thunders and roars. Clouds of mist shot high into the sky. The sound you hear before you even see it, a deep, rolling rumble. People have come here for centuries. When you arrive, you understand why. It's energy that connects on a deep level, more than a postcard. A living, breathing spectacle, millions of gallons cascading over the edge every second. Impossible to comprehend until you see it. It reminds you of the planet's power. And there are so many ways to experience it. From above, from below, from the side, from behind. Make memories that last. Shared by two countries, the United States and Canada. Each offers a different perspective and vibe. Like two vacations in one, let's start our journey to one of the world's greatest wonders. When people imagine Niagara Falls, they are often picturing the view from the Canadian side, and for good reason. This is where you get the showstopper, the full-frontal panoramic view of all three falls. The American Falls, the Bridal Veil Falls, the magnificent Horseshoe Falls. The promenade that runs along the Niagara Parkway is your front row seat. You can come here in the early morning before the crowds arrive. The rising sun catches the mist in a magical way, often creating a perfect rainbow that seems to stretch right across the gorge. It's a truly breathtaking sight that makes you stop and just stare in awe. One of the best spots to soak in this view is from Queen Victoria Park. This is a beautifully manicured garden that provides a stunning foreground for your photos. In the spring and summer, the flower beds are bursting with color. You can find a bench, sit back, and just watch the endless cascade of water. The park is also the perfect place to watch the nightly illumination of the falls, when powerful lights paint the water in a rainbow of colors. For an even higher perspective, you have to go up the Skylon Tower. Riding the glass-enclosed yellow bug elevators to the top is an adventure in itself, but the real reward is the 360-degree view from the observation deck. From here, you can see for miles on a clear day, all the way to the cities of Buffalo and Toronto. And don't forget the simple joy of walking along Clifton Hill, the lively street that leads down to the falls. The Canadian side offers this perfect blend of natural wonder and family-friendly fun. It's a place for everyone. Now, let's cross the Rainbow Bridge and explore the American side. If the Canadian side is about the grand panorama, the United States side is all about getting up close with the power of the water. Here, you are right at the edge of the action. The main hub is Niagara Falls State Park, the oldest state park in the United States. It was designed by Frederick Law Olmsted, the same genius who designed Central Park in New York City. He wanted to preserve the natural beauty of the area, and he did a magnificent job. The park allows you to stand just feet from where the Niagara River begins its terrifying plunge. Your first stop should be Prospect Point, the primary observation area for the American Falls. You are so close, you can feel the ground tremble beneath your feet. The roar is deafening, and the spray will definitely come to your face. This is where you truly admire the sheer force of the water as it crashes onto the rocks below. For an even more intimate experience, you have to visit Goat Island. This island sits right in the middle of the Niagara River, separating the Horseshoe Falls from the American Falls. A short walk across a pedestrian bridge brings you to a network of peaceful trails. Our favorite spot here is Terrapin Point, which gives you an incredible side view of the mighty Horseshoe Falls. You can look right down into the green heart of the cascade. It's a mesmerizing, almost hypnotic experience to watch the water curve and drop into the abyss. But the ultimate American side adventure is the Cave of the Winds. They give you a bright yellow poncho for a reason. You are going to get soaked. It's loud, it's windy, and it's absolutely thrilling. This is an experience you will talk about for years to come. No trip to Niagara Falls is complete without getting on a boat. On the American side, you have the legendary Maid of the Mist, and on the Canadian side, you have Hornblower Niagara City Cruises. You'll be given a recyclable poncho, blue for the Maid of the Mist, and red for Hornblower, and you will need it. The boat chugs past the American Falls first, and then heads straight into the dense billowing mist of the Horseshoe Falls. As the boat enters the curve of the Horseshoe Falls, the world around you disappears into a white, roaring cloud. The sound is thunderous, and the water seems to be coming from every direction. If getting soaked isn't your thing, how about soaring above it all? The Wild Play zip line to the falls on the Canadian side offers a completely different kind of thrill. Imagine flying like a superhero 2,200 feet across the gorge, heading straight towards the Horseshoe Falls. The views are absolutely spectacular, and the feeling of freedom is incredible. You see the falls, the river, and the crowds from a vantage point that very few people ever get to experience. Another fantastic way to experience the river's power is the Whitewater Walk on the Canadian side. An elevator takes you down to the river level, where you can walk along a boardwalk right next to the Class 6 rapids of the Niagara River. You can see the standing waves and the whirlpools created as the massive volume of water is forced through the narrow gorge. It's a humbling and awe-inspiring sight. You're not just looking at the falls, you're witnessing the incredible journey the water takes after it goes over the edge. While the falls are the main event, the surrounding parks and green spaces are where you can find moments of peace and discover the quieter side of Niagara. Niagara Falls State Park on the American side is a beautiful place to explore on foot. Beyond the main viewpoints, there are wooded trails on Goat Island and the Three Sisters Islands. These small, interconnected islands offer lovely shaded paths where you can walk right along the upper rapids. The water is moving so fast here, it's mesmerizing to watch. It's the perfect place to escape the crowds for a little while and just enjoy the natural setting that Olmsted worked so hard to preserve. On the Canadian side, the Niagara Parks Botanical Gardens and School of Horticulture is a must-visit for any nature lover. Located just a short drive down the scenic Niagara Parkway, this 99-acre oasis is absolutely stunning. You can wander through beautifully maintained gardens, including a world-famous rose garden with over 2,400 roses. It's a feast for the senses. The students from the horticultural school help maintain the grounds, and their passion and skill are evident everywhere you look. Inside the botanical gardens, you'll find another one of our favorite spots, the Butterfly Conservatory. You step inside a glass-enclosed rainforest environment, and suddenly you are surrounded by thousands of vibrant, free-flying butterflies. It's a truly magical experience. They will flutter all around you and sometimes even land on your shoulder. It's a warm, tropical escape, no matter what the weather is like outside. Don't miss the Floral Show House, also located along the Niagara Parkway in Canada. This charming conservatory features stunning floral displays that change with the seasons. Outside, you'll often find incredible landscape creations, including the famous floral clock, which is one of the most photographed attractions in Niagara. Exploring Niagara can work up an appetite, and thankfully, the region has a wonderful culinary scene that goes far beyond typical tourist fare. One of the most unique things to try is ice wine. The Niagara Peninsula is one of the few regions in the world where the climate is perfect for producing this sweet dessert-style wine. It's made from grapes that have been left to freeze on the vine, which concentrates their sugars. Taking a tour of a local winery is a fantastic way to learn about this process. Inniskillin, Peller Estates, and of course, to taste the delicious results. It's a flavor that is uniquely Niagara. For a more casual and truly local bite on the American side, you have to try a beef on weck sandwich. Slow-roasted beef piled high. Kummelweck roll topped with coarse salt and caraway seeds. It's typically served with horseradish, and it is absolutely delicious. You can find great versions at local delis and pubs away from the main tourist drag. It's the kind of hearty, satisfying meal that's perfect after a long day of walking. The Niagara region is also a major fruit-growing area. Peaches, cherries, apples. During the summer and fall, you'll see farm stands all along the country roads, especially in the Niagara-on-the-Lake area. Stopping to buy a basket of fresh peaches or some homemade jam is one of the simple joys of visiting this region. Many farms also offer pick-your-own experiences, which is a really fun activity for families. And of course, we can't forget about a Canadian classic, poutine. It's the ultimate comfort food. A heaping plate of French fries topped with cheese curds and smothered in rich brown gravy. After watching the fall's illumination on a cool evening, warming up with a hot savory plate of poutine is just perfect. A little planning can make your Niagara Falls trip so much smoother and more enjoyable. First, let's talk about when to go. The summer months from June to August are the most popular time to visit. The weather is warm, and all the attractions are open with long hours. However, this is also when you'll find the biggest crowds and the highest prices. We suggest visiting in the shoulder seasons, late spring, which is May, or early fall, like September and October. The weather is still pleasant, the crowds are much smaller, and the fall foliage in October is absolutely spectacular. Even a winter visit can be magical, with the falls and trees covered in ice. Next, what should you wear? The keyword here is layers. The weather can change quickly, and it's always cooler and breezier near the falls. A waterproof jacket is a must, or a water-resistant jacket. Not just for rain, but for the constant mist from the falls, especially if you're doing the boat tour or the Cave of the Winds walkways. Comfortable walking shoes are non-negotiable. You will be doing a lot of walking. Also, don't forget sunglasses and sunscreen, as the sun reflecting off the water can be quite strong. If you plan to visit both the American and Canadian sides, remember that you will be crossing an international border. Make sure you have the proper documentation, such as a passport. The Rainbow Bridge is the most common crossing for pedestrians and cars. You can walk across it. Pedestrians enjoy the view, and it's also used by cars. The view from the middle of the bridge is fantastic. Just be prepared for a customs and immigration check on both sides. It's usually a quick and easy process, but have your documents ready to avoid delays. Finally, let's talk about budget. The best tip for saving money is to know that looking at the falls is completely free. You can spend hours just walking around the parks on both sides, enjoying the incredible views without spending a dime. As our journey comes to a close, I hope you see Niagara Falls as more than just a famous landmark. It's a place of immense beauty, thrilling adventure, quiet reflection. It's where you can feel the thunder of nature and then find a moment of peace in a beautiful garden just minutes later. It engages all your senses. The roar of the water, the feel of the mist on your face, the sight of a perfect rainbow, the taste of a unique local wine. It's a place that has a little something for everyone, no matter your age or travel style. The true magic of Niagara is that it's a shared experience. It's a place you visit with your family, with your partner, or even on a solo journey of discovery. You stand next to strangers from all over the world, and you all share the same look of wonder on your faces. There's a powerful sense of connection here. Connection to nature, connection to history, and connection to the other people who are experiencing it with you. These are the moments that make travel so special. These are the moments that turn a trip into a cherished memory. So we encourage you to add Niagara Falls to your travel list. Don't just put it on your someday list, make a plan to go. Your Niagara moment is waiting for you, and we promise it will be a place you will love and remember forever. It's a destination that truly moves you. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more travel adventures.